this. I'm going to do a magic ring again. And I'm going to insert the hook. I'm going to make 6 single crochets in the magic ring. So this is going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I'm going to pull the yarn, make it tighter, and so I'm pulling on it, good, and I am going to do double crochets, single crochets, 2 single crochets in every stitch. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means I have to start here. Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, I'm going to put the stitch marker, so I know that this is my first stitch. I have to do one more time. Okay, and then each stitch 2 times single crochet. All right, just making it tighter, so I'm pulling on the thing so it closed up the gap here. All right, for the next row, we're gonna do 1 single crochet and for the next stitch, and then afterwards 2 times single crochet. So we are going to be increasing. So I'm going to add my stitch marker and 2 times single crochet, so increase, and 1, increase, 1, increase, 1, increase, 1, increase, increase. Great. And now for the next 3 rows, we are going to do single crochet in each stitch. So we are going to do 3 rows after each other. And I'm going to meet you by the end of the 3rd row. So just like this, continue single crochet in each stitch for 3 rows. So we reached the end of the 3rd row, and we are going to get the scissors. Okay, leave a longer tail. Because we will need to have it for the stitches. And pull it out. If I manage to pull it out. Okay, just like this. Okay, great. All right, we can remove the stitch marker. And this will be one of our ear. Okay, don't forget to make another one from this. So we need in total 2 from this. For the nose area, we're going to do the same as we did with the ear. So we're gonna do the magic ring. And then we're gonna do 6 single crochet in the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're pulling in this yarn. And we are going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch. The first one is always a bit more complicated in here, but hopefully I manage easy. This one a bit, yes. Good. Alright, so got the first single crochet. I'm going to put the marker. One more time in the same stitch. And every stitch 2 times single crochet. All right, I'm going to tie it up here in the middle. So the next row, we're gonna do 1 single crochet in each, one stitch, and then 2 times single crochet in every second. So 1 single crochet, then increase. So now we are going to increase. One single crochet and increase. One single crochet and increase. One single crochet, then increase. One single crochet, then increase. One single crochet, then increase. Good. And then we have basically one last round where we are gonna do just 1 single crochet in every stitch. So 1, and every stitch 1 single crochet. And we just cut the yarn, leave a little bit of yarn for this sewing. Pull this over, we can remove the stitch marker, and this one is also ready. Alright, so for the hands we're gonna do a magic ring. Okay, I'm going to be inserting my hook and going to do 6 single crochets into the magic ring. Okay, so 1, gonna make it slightly tighter because it's easier to hold for me. 2, 4, 5, and 6. Going to be pulling on this yarn, and we have our first row ready. So for the next one, we're going to do 2 times single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be our first stitch. Okay, I have to find a way how to okay, and going to be doing the first single crochet, which is more difficult because the first one is always more difficult for me. I don't know how you are with that, but that's what I feel. And now we're going to do 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. It's a bit tight, so it doesn't really let me, but I managed. Good. Okay. And now 2 single crochet in each stitch. We're almost in the end of the row. Last one. All right, and now we're going to do 3 rows with only single crochets. In the insert. So for 3 rows only we are going to do single crochet in each stitch, and I'm going to be seeing you by the end of the 3rd row. All right, now we are going to do 3 single crochets, 3 next after each other, the next stitches, single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be decreasing, so 2 together. Okay, and one more time we're going to do the same. 1, 2, 3, and 2 together. Okay, and we are going to do the extra, like the last 2 stitches is a single crochet. Good. All right, and now we are going to do, for the next few rows, single crochets in each stitch. All right, so we are going to do 5 rows and I will be seeing you back here. So single crochets only in each stitch for the next 5 rows. All right, so now for the last row we are going to do 1 and I'm gonna insert the stitch marker, and then the next stitch 1 single crochet, then we are going to do a decrease, so 2 stitch together, and then again 1 stitch, 2 single crochet to the next, and we are going to do 2 together, okay, and then it's just 2 single crochets, so 1 and the last stitch another 1. Okay, so this is going to be one of the hand. We're going to be inserting a little bit of filling, not much, because if we would put too much then it would keep the hand in a very weird way. So, okay, I cut the yarn, just leave some yarn so at least we can work with that. We can remove the stitch marker, and I'm going to insert this little yarn. I'm just gonna use the back part. And I'm going to insert here this. Okay. Maybe it's even too much, the one that I put. So I'm just going to get some part of it out. So it really just have to be like 1/3 of the hand, and the rest just leave it empty. So I'm gonna remove some part from this. Probably like this, going to be fine. So I'm going to just insert it inside. Okay, this will make it perfect. Okay, so we have to make 1 more of the same hand. So for the leg, we're going to do a magic ring. And then going to insert the hook. I'm going to make 6 single crochets into the magic ring. 1. Going to make it slightly more tighter. Going to be easier to hold it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, going to pull on this yarn. So we have our first row. Okay, I am going to make for the next row 2 single crochet in each stitch. So we are going to start here in this. So I'm going to insert. So I'm going to put the stitch marker here. And 2 single crochet in each. And the last stitch. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit more tighter, so I'm going to pull on this and it's nicely closed up the gap. Okay, for the next row we're gonna do 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochet in the next. Okay, so I'm going to put the stitch marker. So we had the 1 and now for the next one 2, so we are increasing. So 1 and 2. Okay, and the next one also 1 and 2. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Right, good. And then we're gonna do 1 more row of this. So this is going to be 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and then 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and increase. 1, 2, and increase. 1, 2, and increase. 1, 2, and increase. Very good. For the next 2 rows, we're gonna do a 1 single crochet in each stitch. So for the next 2 rows, I'm going to start with the single crochet. I'm going to add the stitch marker and single crochet in each stitch for the next 2 rows. And I am going to see you here by the end of the second row. Alright, we reached to the end of the second row and we are going to do 8 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then decrease 2 together, okay, 2 single crochet to the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, so 1 and next 2, then 2 together again, so okay, and then 2 single crochets, 2 together, all right, and the rest single crochet to the rest of the stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So now we're going to do first 7 stitches. Next 7 stitches we are going to do single crochet. So 1 was there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 2 together, okay, 2 single crochets, 2 together, and then single crochet to the rest of the stitches. All right, so now for the next round we are going to make 6 single crochets. So 1, I'm going to add the stitch marker, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, 2 together. Good. Yarn from the middle. Okay, so 2 together. 2 single crochets, 2 together, and then we are going to make 1 single crochet in each stitches. All right, so for the next round we're gonna make only 4 single crochets, so 2, 3, 4, and 2 together, 2 single crochets, 2 together, okay, single crochets, 2 single crochets, two together, and then single crochets to the rest. Okay, and now we are going to make single crochets for the next of the stitches for the next 3 rows. I'm going to see you here by the end of the 3rd row. Alright, so we're going to give a bit of filling here, and I'm going to put a bit. It's the same like in the arms, we're not gonna put too much, but a couple of. Okay, get it a little bit more. Okay. Maybe a tiny bit more. Okay, so for the next row, we are going to do 2 single crochets, 1 for the first one, then 2, then 2 together. So 2 together, all right. Again, next 2 stitches, single crochet, and 2 together. Next 2 single crochets, and then 2 together. And last one, 2 single crochets. Okay, perfect. And we are going to do another 3 single crochets, 3 rows of single crochets. So first very good. So every stitch single crochet for 3 rows, and I'll meet you back here in the end. And finally the last row, we're gonna do 2 single crochets, this, so 2, and 2 together. Okay, 1, 2, two together. Okay, 1, 2, and the last one just a single crochet. All right, so we have the first leg, and we would need to have one more from this. So for the tail, we will need to do a magic ring. Insert the hook in the hole, and we are going to do 6 single crochets into the ring. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we're gonna pull onto this yarn, tighter, and in the next row we're going to do 2 single crochet in each loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, this one, so it's a little bit hidden here. Okay, just count it. And the 6th one. Okay, this is going to be always a little more challenging. Okay, I managed. One. I'm going to insert my marker. Okay, so 2. One, 2. 2. All right, very good. I'm gonna pull on to this yarn, so make it nice and close. Okay, so for the next 3 rows, I'm just going to do single crochet to every stitch. So only single crochets, and then I'm going to see you by the end of the 3rd row. All right, so we're in the end of the 3rd row. We can actually leave some yarn and cut it in the end. Okay, you can pull on the yarn. We can even remove the marker, and we are going to just add a small amount of filling, and the tail is ready as well.